Let's go!
Y'all reminded me about something as we were looking back and checking this shit out. I have a friend, an ex-Capcom friend on Twitter, that posted a story relating to Marvel, because at the time he was working as brand management for Marvel vs. Capcom at Capcom around the Marvel 3 era and all that kind of stuff. My friend Andrew, who I've been kept friends with for a long time, had this post on Twitter, and let's just get into this because this is a bit of history of stuff that maybe I might not have been able to share with you guys over the years. Ex-Capcom friend Andrew saying, with yesterday's big Marvel collection news, I'm going to make an attempt to make it all about me. So just in case you haven't read it, here's a fun retrospective on the marketing for what is effectively now a lesser version of the same product, Marvel vs. Capcom Origins. And yeah, Andrew was the dude that we effectively worked directly with after Ultimate Assist Me to make Retro Assist Me. And we then concepted the entire thing, came up with the idea, the story structure. We did this at E3 2012 before Resident Evil came out. He goes over a bit of the marketing and story behind Marvel Origins back in this era of Marvel vs. Capcom, and it's kind of fascinating. It's also a nice little nod back to this stuff. So today's the 10th anniversary of Marvel Origins. It was a pretty minor release. 2012 Capcom had a lot of heavy hitters, good and bad, but if it's not one of my top 3 favorite marketing campaigns, here's a fun retrospective. So check this out. To start off, I should note that I was uninvolved in development. So if you want to know about that, then ask Dave Lang or something, because yes, Marvel Origins was made by Iron Galaxy. Keats and a lot of that crew were the same dudes that made Killer Instinct, also made Marvel Origins, Third Strike Online Edition, and Darkstalkers Resurrection. First, let's talk about the key art. They taught me a valuable lesson about getting too in love with your own idea to see when it doesn't love you back. The Marvel Origins marketing delved into mid-90s nostalgia with a type of art style at the time. So there was an idea to hit comic art nostalgia. The idea was to create an art that looked like the 90s comic book, especially the ones with Rob Liefeld. He was one of the biggest artists of the era. He had a particular style, taking anatomical liberties. I thought it could be fun to make a nod to this and commission him. Unfortunately, he was busy with another project. The idea should have died there, but I was too invested and I wanted to make a bad comic cover idea. So we eventually hired Wills to do a cover. We encouraged him to unlearn 2 decades of practice. Then the problem was, as we can see the image, he didn't have the same level of recognition as Rob outside of his hardcore comic circles, nor the same controversial reputation, so the joke didn't exactly land. Our ironically bad artwork just turned into bad artwork. Oh no. Oh no. He ain't wrong. I remember looking at this going, what the dumb hell is going on over here, man? Anyway, to be honest, most of the actual uncolored sketches look kind of fine, but we did have to make a major change to Mega Man because his original face looked too goofy. Jeez, man. This was my big black eye on the project. Lesson learned. I loved how everything else went, though, especially our tribute artwork, and I have this poster back here. I love this artwork. We were hitting 90s nostalgia, so we decided to hit up some 90s Marvel comic and Capcom box arts. These were my very biased opinion, but some of the coolest pieces of marketing art ever made. He ain't wrong, dude. This shit is fucking peak. Mega Man 2 box for Marvel vs. Capcom 1, and effectively Marvel Superheroes. So dope. So dope. By Shinkiro? So dope. And then, yeah, recreate the Infinity War cover. So sick. And then last but not least, the Jim Lee sort of like era of X-Men, the X-Men #1 4 issues. Just make it all the Marvel vs. Capcom characters. So sick, man. Easily the most popular of the 3 was the Mega Man 2 parody drawn by Shinkiro. Our goal is not only to find ways to incorporate the game characters into these pieces, Zangief makes me laugh, but find ways of incorporating packaging elements into the design. Yeah. It's incredible. Personal favorite was the Infinity Gauntlet cover done by Marvel artist Ron Lim. And in addition to the vibrant colors of this one, I think this one shows how well we transcribed the MVCO logo to match the style of the original comic. And last but not least, the #1 tribute, which floated the idea of bringing in Jim Lee, but that was a non-starter. Thankfully, Mark Brooks did an awesome job with it. And again, I have to say that Zangief is easily my favorite part of this piece. I've actually had conversations when Jim was streaming, just to throw it back a bit. I've had conversations with Jim Lee on his stream because he used to stream a lot, and he was familiar with my stream, and he was also familiar with like me being a big Marvel vs. Capcom fan. So I'd sort of ask him some questions every once in a while if he knew how much his style like influenced Japanese games at the time, and he just was kind of like had no clue. And that's the crazy thing, is that Jim was just such an influential artist across the board of the entire medium of like comic book art. He had like no idea that even the Marvel vs. Capcom games were sort of like influenced by his art style. He's like, that stuff would be so beyond him that he was just an art guy at the time. And lo and behold, you know, he was paid accordingly. That was one of the reasons that Jim and all those artists left Marvel, because it was kind of like Disney. They just did all these incredible things. They were sort of the foundation of Marvel Comics, but they weren't making any money. They quit and they started Image Comics with the idea that we actually own our properties now, you know? Now he like runs DC. I think he still does. You might be wondering why there are 2 Marvel tributes and only 1 Capcom. The truth is, there was a second Capcom box art tribute. It got nixed by Marvel, which bummed me out quite a bit until I really thought about how much we were getting away with overall. Here's the final work in progress before it got killed. Right. That is supposed to be Hulk. Marvel just didn't like the way Hulk was being portrayed and didn't see any compromise. Ah, well, that's actually Shadow Lady in the art, not Chun-Li. Real Marvel OGs will know. That's an interesting idea, you know? So that was all the artwork we did. Looking at the creative briefs I wrote for each one of these, they're pretty basically like small novels, a bunch of my own napkin sketches. If you think marketing is just being an evil person, you're wrong. It's a lot of prep work. For the videos, our limited budget went very far for both the announcement, launch trailers, and working with a small video agency. I think we got a discount because we were trying to get their foot in the door, but they made a very hype announcement with 15-year-old footage. I love this trailer, man. This trailer's great. Look at this shit.
Capcom presents 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect.
It's fucking awesome. God damn, dude.
Hold it.
Perfect. Capcom.
My eyes. My eyes. There's like YouTube uploading as well. Let's blow out the speakers in the end. Let's blow these fucking speakers out of the water. Yeah, that's a good fucking trailer. Game didn't sell, unfortunately. People couldn't hear it after that. Their speakers were dead. If I could go back, I'd probably switch the announcement and launch trailers, but they were made sequentially. That would have required some impressive prescience. Looking forward to the future. Yeah, you can also see that this was released a day later on Xbox, a relic of the old digital platform. Yeah, I don't remember even the second trailer. I always remember the first trailer. NBC1, yeah, it's good. NBC1 title, I think it's the attract mode song.
Select your hero.
Shoulder cannon. Give up.
Run the gauntlet. Survive the onslaught. These are some cool tags.
Let's go, Buck. Gamma charge. Superior attack. Unibeam.
Yeah, the super high quality audio every once in a while.
Hurry up. Coming soon. Coming soon. Coming soon.
God damn, dude. Random aside, in looking for the YouTube videos for these videos, I discovered that there are 2 separate Marvel vs. Capcom YouTube channels. Yes, there is. They're both verified. Was after my time, so I'm not sure what happened there. Yes, there is. There's a Marvel vs. Capcom channel made around the MVC 2 re-release era that also bled into Marvel 3. It's where our Assist Me videos went. However, they made another MVC channel when Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was coming out. And on that channel, they started with Infinite promotion, but they also put up the Ultimate Marvel 3 re-release that happened at that time. So yeah, that's the one they're currently using. They're using the MVC Infinite channel, but for some reason there is 2 official Marvel vs. Capcom channels on YouTube, which is just some weird uncoordination between, you know, the different eras of Marvel vs. Capcom over time. At the time, one of my favorite YouTube series was Marvel's Robot Chicken, which sadly seemed to have died in 2017 for what the, but I knew I wanted to do a collab with them, and thankfully Marvel was on board as well. I don't remember this. Is this going to get me canned? This is funny.
Ryu Chun-Li! Haha, so glad you could make it. Please make yourself at home, enjoy the beautiful weather, and help yourself to any food. Except for the gumbo. Only Gambler touches the gumbo.
Thanks for having us, Cap. It's nice to see all of you when we're not forced to fight one another tournament style.
Did anybody ever find out who entered us in those? Or what we were fighting for?
How fantastic. Oh, wow, I should go check out those veggie burgers. They're all Taskmaster will eat.
I'm a vegan. It's the right choice for my body.
Go on and mingle, you young rapscallions.
Woo-wee.
I'll take a set of those thighs, mon ami.
What the fuck?
Well.
What the fuck?
Captain Pajamas.
How dare you? This is a sacred ceremonial outfit. Also, laundry day is tomorrow, damn it.
Come on, fellows, let's keep this civilized.
Smart Hulk, that's right.
Running over us for years, flaunting your fancy moves while we've been stuck on the sidelines. We've got moves of our own. Show 'em, Pool.
Heck yeah, I call this one my reverse spinning tiger power kick because it's how I imagine a powerful tiger would kick if he or she was spinning in reverse. Ow! I always liked Ken better. Oh, sweet Shumagarath, the pain.
That's it. Face the unbridled might of my winged dragon backhand of destruction.
Ow!
Hadouken! Hulk smash!
Every freaking time.
Little help here, guys.
Ready.
One of these days,
Marvel
they're
3
gonna
music.
realize that they're all good guys and remember to fight us again. But until then, enjoy some refreshing pink lemonade, chums.
Chun just casually doing an infinite.
How are those two keeping pace with all those gods, monsters, and mystics? They're just two people who are good at karate. How is this happening?
I brought the potato salad.
I've never seen that before. I have legit never. Apparently a lot of people have, right? Like a lot of people have.
That can really pack a punch.
Nice. And now what's this sensor here? Some kind of automatic martini machine?
That's a good gag. That is actually a really good gag. He gets a goatee and he turns into an asshole. We actually supplied the toys for the Capcom characters, so we were limited to those that had figures with good articulation. Mega Man and Roll were both Kotobukiya model kits. Ryu and Chun-Li were NECA, maybe? I honestly can't recall. We just had them lying around the office. One weird stipulation is that Marvel wanted to include characters not in MVC Origins, so long as they were part of the overall overall series, MODOK Strange Apocalypse. I thought it was a little disingenuous, but hey, they used my Mega Man kills Iron Man joke. Hey, that was Andrew's joke. Mega Man kills Iron Man and gets his dickhead power. That was the best gag of the whole thing, Andrew. I'll give you credit. And of course, we can't talk about the videos without talking about Retro Assist Me, made by none other than Max. In case you haven't seen them, go watch the series right now. Yada, yada, yada. This was the second time I think Capcom's General worked with Max. The first was Ultimate Marvel 3, but it was the first time I worked with him in the crew, which had blossomed into a friendship that I could say has lasted a decade. Yeah, we still hang out. Looking back on it now, we also severely underpaid Max at the time. Like over an hour of content for less than what you'd pay an agency for a 2-minute trailer. This was well before influencers were a thing, so YouTubers were easily exploitable. Water under the bridge, I hope. This was the era of I'm just glad to be here. You know, that was the thing. It's severely undervalued and easily exploitable. 100%. Absolutely. I guarantee you, bro, the amount of work we did on Retro Assist Me and the amount of work we did on Ultimate Assist Me, retrospectively, it was fucking crazy for how much we were actually paid. I think I made at the end of both of these projects, because of how much we had to divvy up the budget between everything, I think I personally earned for 3 to 6 months worth of work about $500 to $1,000. That might have been it. And to make sure everybody else got paid and to make sure we were still able to execute the vision, I made about $500 to $1,000 while still also making the YouTube videos all the time and trying to like keep up and keep going. It was fucking crazy, dude. And wasn't that we were getting paid for like that much work and that much time? We just got a budget. And it was like, okay, so here's, you know, anywhere between 5 to 10 grand. And you'll have to figure out, okay, so how many people do we need? We got to pay those people. How many items and things do we need to build? How many things do we need to get ready? How long does it take to get the scripts? Like all this kind of stuff. And by the time you divvied that out, yeah, I made like $500. That was about it, you know? We had one major production issue, which Max and the team filmed Thanos, played by Mike, in basically some sort of modified Halloween mask. He's not wrong. Marvel did not like it. we have constantly, I'll tell you guys, on Assist Me and Retro Assist Me, we were constantly butting heads with Marvel about the way characters looked and their visuals. Granted, these were alternate reality versions of these characters. That was always the premonition behind it. But still, Marvel was always big mad. They were always big mad with the way that they were portrayed. Marvel did not like this at all. So they had to do reshoots. All the Thanos scenes had him off screen where they lampshaded him. I should bring this up. Hold on a second. The lost scenes. Oh man, you guys are about to get slapped on the ass with cringe and nostalgia. You guys ready to get slapped on the ass? Check this out.
What's up, guys? Max here, and I got something special to show off. For a lot of you guys that have been following Assist Me, for
I can't watch this shit.
The last big Assist Me project we did was Retro Assist Me.
Please shut up. Please shut up. Scene-wise, we effectively had to reshoot scenes because our Thanos's face could not be shown.
Gems. It'll take him weeks to figure out those gems are useless for him.
Oh, dude, you can't do stuff like this, man.
So,
people like Thanos have so much power.
Thanos.
Like, if we don't stop him, he's
also mispronouncing Thanos' name because Thanos was not really in a lot of shit up until this point. So there was people at Capcom were pronouncing it Thanos, like the old ways. Anyway, long story short, now it's just different. Now everyone knows it's Thanos because Thanos is Thanos. But anyway, weird issues with old school filmmaking.
Who doesn't know how? They found him.
What? Who?
What do you think? Thanos!
The nose. Oh no. Oh no.
Doom, you are a dead man!
Doom didn't back in 50.
He's Biff in our story because it's a Back to the Future knockoff.
No way! Without this comic, he's useless! Sorry, Doom's going fair and square anyways! Now we run.
Dude looks like a witch.
After them.
Go, go, go!
All right, boss.
Get it! That way!
Shout outs to anybody that knows where this is. I have to give massive fucking shout outs to anybody that knows this parking lot because it is very obvious if you live in this area. Oh shit.
That way!
Oh man. I'm dying here watching this shit. Doom casually driving.
Doom, you've really done it this time. Now we got a freaking Titan trying to kill us.
Doom is aware of the situation.
Oh man. It looks like my community college parking lot. The knockoff vacuum.
We need to go faster.
But this is only a 4-cylinder.
Billy, I will destroy you.
Oh, the knockoff BTTF music.
This boat here can do 97.
Jesus Christ, bro, 12 years ago. So you go 88 miles an hour and it activates the time gem.
So as you guys can tell, not much change from the old.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Shut up, Max. Back to FFA, where our characters are trying to go back in time to stop Thanos from winning a tournament for story reasons. Okay. Thanos wins a tournament. It's very important. All right. I'm never showing this to Ripley. Never. Back to FFA. Did you get any filming permits? Yeah. Of course we did. Yeah.
What? You beat him already?
We got a problem. I won.
Sweet merciful crap! You won? So you got the time gem. So that means we can go home. Why not?
It's laid out.
You cost me $300 in that tournament, you piece of filth!
Mike literally standing on a stool. Man was whole ass, like waiting. He's gonna fall down if there's any sudden movements. I am 6'4". Mike is not. For some reason, we are amateur filmmakers. I could have I think I was ducking, but I should have really ducked. I should have just been on my knees or some shit. Fuck it. We don't need to put him on a stool.
Now I'm gonna take it off of your hide. Oh. A pathetic human has no place trifling with the power of the Infinity Gems. No. You love your precious Marvel superheroes so much. Join them in death!
Join them in death. Jesus, bro.
What? It's lava, baby!
Finger lasers. No effects. Should just the poor skee ball machine.
Is he dead?
That chance.
Poor skee ball.
Guess what we do now, Max?
Run?
Yep.
It's a fucking Terminator. No, this wasn't some random ass arcade. Like, I knew the owners. This was FFA. I'd been going here for years. FFA closed less than a year after this. This place doesn't exist anymore. Family Fun Arcade had been around for 40 years and was effectively the Marvel vs. Capcom destination of Southern California. It was outside of like Golfland, you know? FFA was effectively where SoCal, or West Coast for the most part, West Coast Third Strike, Marvel 2, CVS2 lived. It was the place to be.
Wherever you run, I'll find you. Someday you'll be my wife. I'm gonna tap that.
Yo, Thanos, chill. Stupid shit. That was the original line Mike said. And I'm like, we have to take it out. But that's not baking it in. Did we make it? Are we back?
Hey, guys! Settle down, buddy. Hey, I was wondering, you borrow my Infinity Gauntlet? Hey, don't worry about it. It's cool. If you're still borrowing it, just give me a call when you're done, okay? All right, bye!
What? I have to put some context to this. So I want you to see some of these scenes. The filming is done. We're not getting paid extra to do reshoots. We have to go reshoot all of Thanos' scenes and figure out a way to continue and tell our story either by removing Thanos completely or coming up with a different idea. How can we make this still work without it working? Because it was clearly not fucking working. This is the official release. Oh my God, what's wrong with this face?
You are one ugly mother. Silence! Victor Von Doom, you are a dead man!
Doom, give him back the Infinity Gauntlet.
No way! Without this gauntlet, he's useless! Doom stole it fair and square anyways!
You just don't show the face.
Now, we run!
Go, go, go! Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Thanos!
We lose a lot of our gags, but, you know, at the same point, nobody complained. Weirdly enough, nobody ended up complaining at all that you couldn't see Thanos' face. Scenes definitely changed, you know, but effectively our story was intact. And yeah, we Dr. Clawed him. And Marvel was cool with it. They were actually kind of better with the whole thing, not seeing his face just in general.
Oh, you got... You cost me $300 in that tournament, you piece of filth! You beat me in the nuts, and now I'm gonna kick you in the nuts! Forever!
No, get away!
Sit still, you little worm!
Hey, Thanos!
What the hell was that?
What's what? Hey, come back here!
We get the double Doom getting smacked in the face gag. I'm happy. I think this scene actually turned out better.
Okay, we gotta go. Wherever you run, I'll find you. And on that day, right in the nuts.
So if anybody that doesn't know what the hell our story is, this is the big crux of our story. It wasn't that Thanos was the bad guy. Thanos is the bad guy for the first half. This is the crux of our story here.
Yeah, dude. That guy's nuts. Totally nuts.
Yeah, well, at least we got the time gem. Now let's get the hell out of here. Doom is sick of the 90s.
You know, for once, I actually agree with you.
Yeah, sick of memory cards and expansion packs and rumble packs and single out.
So...
Dr. Doom found a way to travel through time.
Captain Commando is actually Biff. We pull a twist where Captain Commando is the one that realizes that he doesn't like being low tier and forgotten at Capcom, and he comes back into new reality, and he is effectively the leader of everything.
Hey, Max! Whoa! Settle down, buddy. Hey, I was wondering, did you borrow my Infinity Gauntlet?
We...
No, it's okay if you did. It's just, give me a call when you're done with it, all right? Okay, bye, guys.
Pee-wee. Pee-wee Thanos. I'll stop deviating now. I also personally forced much smaller reshoots than what they had a scene that included a copy of a time-traveling Marvel vs. Capcom 4 strategy guide. I was like, no, I don't want people to think that this is a thing. So they refilmed it with a new cover that said Marvel vs. Capcom 7, and I have it, and it's right here. It has never left my side the entire time. It has never gone anywhere. It's literally right here. The friggin' guide has remained intact. The main thing I loved about the series was that Captain Commando, one of my favorite Capcom characters ever, was not only a major character, but was a weirdo villain. I wouldn't be surprised if it influenced Capcom in making this trailer years later. And yeah, I found out it did. I actually found out it did for the beat 'em up bundle. No shit.
Man, I love beat 'em ups. I wish you could play this at home. Yeah, but there's no way this is gonna fit in your house.
Captain Commando!
So you kids want to see a future where an arcade fits right under your TV?
Yeah!
Then come with me to 2018. Say hello to the Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. This bodacious bundle comes packed with 7 of the hottest arcade games of all time.
Final fight!
Knights of the Round. King of Dragons.
Hey, Captain Commando, that's your game!
Wow, Warriors of Fate. Plus it's got Armored Warriors and Battle Circuit. I never thought they'd come home.
And get this, all 7 games come with online multiplayer, thanks to the magic of the internet.
What's the internet? And all this stuff fits inside that one box.
With room to spare, 7 games for the price of 1. All from your buddies at Capcom.
Radical. Yo, Cap, this is great and all, but we should probably get home soon.
Oh, sorry. Probably should have mentioned this was a one-way trip, huh?
You mean we're never gonna see our mom and dad ever again?
That's right.
I like it that we started the pattern of Captain Commando kind of being a weird shithead. Like, he's sort of an asshole. And those were the big marketing beats. There were lots of other notes that happened and lessons learned, but there was more on the back end and are probably only interesting to people who are really into product marketing. Overall, MVC Origins was a fun game, but for me, it was an even more fun marketing campaign. We had a tight budget, but even with that, we were able to do a lot of really creative work that I think punched above its weight. I wish I could get a download link so that you can play the game, but I literally can't. It's not in any online store anymore. Gotta love licensing agreements. Still, thanks for joining me on this retrospective. And thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much. Thank you for involving us, on another Capcom project outside of the original MVC 3 that we did. And to be real, after this, I worked with Capcom on several different video projects. Like, I was no shit, like Capcom USA's like video guy for several years. After this project, which really helped me afloat. I have to give Andrew big credit because yeah, Capcom was definitely taking advantage of us because we were some guys with a show that people were watching that wasn't making any money. Like, who gives a shit? But we were just happy to be a part of it. Like, we just wanted to do cool stuff and make people happy and make a little bit of money. Mind you, it wasn't that much. At the end of this campaign, this ended in 2012. It came out and the game did only okay. But at the end of 2012, early 2013, there was another game. There was a Darkstalkers Resurrection. Darkstalkers Resurrection needed a video guy at Capcom. They made these individual character motifs per character to sort of show the moves of those characters in Darkstalkers or Vampire Savior and also Darkstalkers 2, Night Warriors. And they hired me for it. Andrew hired me for it. I made all those videos. I made like 30 videos or some shit like that, but they were small. They were like little bite-sized things that were just like gameplay spliced in between and all this kind of stuff. It was really not hard work. It was very simple, rudimentary stuff that it's like, oh yeah, I can just put this together for you. And I get the contract for it and it made up. She pretty much spent the majority of like the marketing budget on those videos that would have gone to an art house or some random trailer house. He gave them to me. The pay was actually really good. It was actually like normal pay. You know, it was like, oh, cool. I get paid sort of like a normal person for this project. That's wonderful. You know, it still was a lot of work, but it was just like busy editing work and nothing that was like ridiculously time consuming and difficult to do, like an entire 4-part series or some shit.